So I'm just getting that all mixed up. Regardless, here we go. Game 1 between these two teams. We're not seeing the Scarlet coming out from May and Neuz here in game 1, but we might see it a little bit later. Neuz and Power, however, coming after a very dominating victory in game 1. And Neuz could just be down here with that down signature, or the neutral signature. What, Neuz has been trying to recover this entire time.
Nair?
Got the chase dodge. Whoa, Neuz gets that side air. May gets the side air as well off the gravity cancel neutral sig. Nice job there. And they're going to take the lead in game 1.
And they're looking very good right now. Neuz currently sitting in the yellow on that first stock. May maybe getting into that KO percentage, but still has some room to play with. Oh, not anymore. That side air going to take her out. Still, though, big lead for the blue team.
Neuz getting set into orange. Neutral light comes through. Yeah, it was a really rough start for the red team. Like, Neuz went off stage pretty early on, and then Neuz and May were able to hold on to that edge guard pretty nicely. Weapon throw comes through. Ground pound from Neuz perfectly covered that. And
combo. That's two end lights.
Yeah, 2 end lights means there's some DI, and it didn't matter because Neuz not only picked it up, but got the gravity cancel end sig into the spike. Holy cow.
What a quick adjustment from Neuz. He's like, oh, you DI'd up? Let me just GC end sig here and get it over the corner as well. Neuz and Meow looking so good. Sorry, May.
Yeah.
Meow May.
Yeah, it's like you got the tag in the name there going on right now. Sider connects. Neuz finally shut down. May could follow shortly afterwards. Let's see what she can do. Ground pound connects, and that's it. All right, there's a small comeback potential here if Neuz continues playing like this, but that Sider will actually just comfortably ferry Neuz back to the center of the stage, and that might be too much damage to come back from. Down to get the neutral sig? Wait, Neuz is like the Orion every gold player wishes that they could be, right?
And May is the teammate that everybody wishes they could have, being able to hit that side air off of the downlight side air from Neuz.
Ensig edge guard? What on earth? Okay, Power and User are looking at that match, and they're probably going like, huh, maybe we shouldn't go off stage. I don't know. I feel like that's one of those games where if you're like Power and User's caliber, you can kind of just be like, yeah, okay, I messed up. Let's go next. Because Neuz got caught by a team combo that happened outside of, like, it was like the double end light stacked, and then there's the DI, and then they caught it again into the neutral sig that spiked off the right side of the stage. It was crazy. We're running it back to Apocalypse here in game 2.
Ooh, Neuz tried to get aggressive again onto Neuz on the right side. Saw him dare and then went for the ground pound, but didn't get over the corner and also didn't land on top of Neuz.
Nairs are coming through. Neuz is trying to go for a ground pound into Neuz, and Neuz goes on the side of the stage, gets hit by the weapon throw, and that's going to be it. May covers Neuz's landing, so Neuz can pick up a spear. And that side sig doesn't get punished, but instead Neuz finds 2 side lights off of it. D-Light Sider almost knocks into the down sig from Neuz, and these signatures are going crazy. Disarms Neuz here.
Where's the end sig? Where's the end sig? Oh, ground pound. Neuz with the, or sorry, Neuz with the dodge up, and now Neuz is in trouble.
Yeah. It's tough. When Neuz and Neuz are fighting, it's like the difference of a single letter. Oh, but that KO comes through, and the red team has a 6-4 stock lead for game 2. Evened up a little bit by that haymaker there. Can they take down Neuz too? No, Ensig avoided.
No, but the side air will finish off that stock of Neuz. Everybody onto their second stocks. Blue team trying to get that team combo onto Power, but they were very high in the sky, so it had to be all improv.
Yeah, well, let's see what happens here. Down air gets caught by the sidelight Nair. May trying to catch him off guard with that side signature, and Neuz repositioning with the ground pound. Sidelight Nair recovery almost takes May off the top. She makes it back to the stage though, and that neutral sig of the recovery though. Power and User's team combos are coming online here. Look at that. Oh, that down sig trying to cover that weapon spawn, and the downlight interrupts Neuz in the middle of that D-Light Stair combo.
I mean, this is reminiscent of what we saw from EU, where Coco was getting those axe recoveries as follow-ups, and those things just chunk as follow-ups.
And I mean, they chunk, they do a ton of damage, and then if you get the right angle, it sends you straight up towards the blast zone when you're already there to begin with. I mean, that can take you down a yellow if played correctly. Oh, just get hit by the weapon throw, makes it back, however. So close to being to an even game state. Wait, Power? Hello?
He tried. He went out there because you saw Neuz do a GC side sig to get closer, and so Neuz had less options, and Power comes in, hits the Nair.
It didn't look like he was silent nairing his teammate and then losing his own stock, but with that explanation definitely has given me the clarity that I needed. May and Neuz then, in that case, phenomenal job bringing this back. Look at that sidelight Nair. They're getting the stacked team combos here. Down air puts Neuz off the side of the stage, and this could just be the win for blue team to go up to a 2-0 lead. Side sig connects. Neutral sig hits as well. Edge guard from May. Excuse me if we're going to make it back. There's the down air. And just like that, it's a 2v1 that ends up in blue team's favor. And that's a 2-0 lead into the set, which is not how I felt like that was going. I really felt like that was like Power and Neuz had that first game, and they were like, whoa, let's let's reframe this. Let's do better going into game number 2. And then Neuz and May, once they had the game state even, they just never stopped winning. And neutral, the combos were fantastic. Look at this. We're going to see this edge guard moment here.
Yeah, so you see Neuz was sweat beating, so Power had to go
Yeah,
for
but
a
then what was
tap,
the recovery?
Yeah.
Maybe he failed to reverse it. Because it did look like he was trying to nair recovery use. All right, Power and Neuz have to win 3 games in a row to stay in the bracket. Otherwise, they're out in 5th. And May and Neuz are going to be going to the top 4 to fight the winner of Vicina and Reaper versus Sack and Fiends. Here we go.
Okay. Once again, strong start
Power's
for this blue
done
team.
for.
Power
Holy
getting
cow.
handled on the edge guard. Neuz trying to give some reprieve, but a little too late. And here comes
Team
the team
combo.
combo, but he gets over the neutral light.
But somehow finds a neutral signature in the air there off that gravity cancel. Nicely done. Cider will come through. It's not going to disarm May just yet. Falling Cider will put Neuz on the left side of the stage. And blue team sent flying into the double Sair edge guard from Power.
That's a great way to change the state of the game. Power lost his stock early, but he brought it back.
Yeah, and just like that, Haymaker equalizes once more. And a basically even game here after that down light connects. Neutral light, and the neutral light gets the down sig, and the friendly fire's worth it in that case, in my opinion. Pogo's going to stop them from getting anything off that team combo, though. And that side sig almost catches Neuz on the way down, but Neuz doesn't fast fall, lands with Dare instead, and the damage is slowly going into red team's favor.
The blue team, they're still finding responses. Neutralite going to split this blue team. Both the red team members want their respective 1v1s. Neuz will find his. May gets past.
Yeah, good edge guard there. May trying to equalize with Sair, falls with side air, does connect into Power, but side light and air not going to quite connect. What can Neuz find? Edge guard opportunity, goes for the Sair and ends up with some friendly fire, and that's not what you want there. Oh, little miscommunication on where they were going to be drifting, I think.
Yeah, a little unfortunate there. That was an opportunity to even up the stock count. Ended up giving a bigger lead to this red team, but
Wake up neutral sig into the ground pound. I mean, you lose the stock, but that's a ton of damage on a stock that you were about to lose anyways. Nair comes through into Nair. Recovery comes over. Okay, Neuz almost got the gravity cancel side light. That could have been terrible for you. Oh, Power, where are you going?
That's a fresh stock. GCN sig to follow up.
Another neutral sig. One more can come through here. May and Neuz keep barely surviving against the N-Sigs. Okay, they managed to land. Is it another double Sair edge guard? They do go into different directions this time around. Oh, Neuz flying around with the unarmed tag. That neutral light should not do it. Finally, May goes down, and it looks like Neuz and Power are about to be on the board.
Side light, side air. Neuz not able to get the handoff, but doesn't even need it. They're on the board, 2-1. Power and Neuz need to win 2 more in a row.
Now I wonder if May and Neuz will take us to a different stage after all these APOC games. I think they're just going to leave it open and we're just going to be playing there the entire time. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that vote was a ban or where they were going. I think that's where they were going. Yeah, so we're going right back to APOC. And one loss was enough for May to be like, okay, I'm going to bring out the Bodvar with the little cap drip. Right.
Good old trucker Bodvar.
Yeah.
It is interesting because I don't think the Stevani was particularly bad.
It is. I love the stop sign there. Yeah, it wasn't something, but it's just whatever May feels like she needs to do, I suppose. Right? We're opening up with a lot of nairs coming through. And, well,
go back to Stevani.
17 seconds in.
Stevani, please.
Well, okay. Look, you gotta take a game to learn how to play the character, right? That's not, I didn't see what level was on the character there, but no, that was just a lot of lance nairs. Downset comes through, and that could be the equalizer that May needs to even things up. D-like ground pound, 2 stuff recoveries, and Neuz goes right back over to try to combo Power right afterwards. D-light sider almost gets the side stick, but May's a little too high.
Yeah, just a slight downward angle there, and Power got past, but Power's got no movement. Blue team manages to steal out the lead. Neuz tries to go for the follow-up GCN sig.
And then May went for the slide charge that sig as well. What is Power giving off the indication that all right, that's a good thing. So and then he says, go back to playing. That's something that happens occasionally with the online. So here we go. He's gonna pick up a weapon and they're rolling right back into it, right? And that was very respectful because the opposing team doesn't have to. It's very good sportsmanship, but you can just be like, sorry, bro.
That is a uniquely South American thing to be like, oh, you just taunted saying that you're having connection issues. We're going to just float here and wait.
Yeah, and that's what they did there, and then it went back to normal, and now we're right back into it where Power and Neuz are up a stock. May going down once again.
Neuz trying to immediately return that stock count. May gets launched high. Neuz getting a little bit more damage onto May, but still.
Sidelight goes in, D-Light Cider into the down air, goes in for the recovery right afterwards, and he ends up actually helping Neuz. I think that was like, taking that damage there was easier for Neuz to make it back. And then he gets stared into the weapon throw, and Neuz was so surprised that he was like, wait, what? And then he got down 6. Very weird game state. May could go down at any point in time, and then it's a 2v1 against Neuz's 2 stocks.
But conversely, if May never goes down, then this is a great spot for the blue team.
Yes, Neuz just a ton of damage to Power as well. That recovery comes through, and May just has to distract one of them. Power and Neuz have not gotten Neuz separated just yet.
Oh.
2 falling stairs, dodges the weapon throw. Does Neuz go for the save there? I don't think it's worth it. You just let May recover on her own.
Say good luck. See you in the next one. May. It's caught by the side air from the teammate. The neutral.
Okay. May's just going to try to survive with that pogo. Even bouncing off the wall was enough, and now it's a 1v2 against Neuz and Power. Duke, we're on the verge of a game 5 here, I think. Neuz and Power, double axe in hand, switches over to the lance so that there's no DI-able moves, and the Nair train begins.
Double Nair. Yeah, was able to DI to the left and got away from Power. Neuz.
Whoa. Oh, that was such a huge... The wake-up gravity cancel sidelight of all things. If that failed, he was just done for. Neutral Stick sending at a good angle there for him to survive, and Neuz stares straight into the tip of a spear, sent flying by Neuz, and we're going to game number 5.
That was such a bold play coming out from Power there. That gravity cancel sidelight on the wake up, and then able to follow up right after it, both putting more damage out and getting himself closer towards the stage. Neuz did a great job of kind of covering the main stage so that nowhere Neuz felt safe.
Yeah, we might be able to see this edge guard right here, that side air to be able to use distance because Neuz is low in damage. I think maybe Neuz could have waited out a little bit, but I don't blame him for going for that option there.
Yeah.
Very well played by Power and Neuz. And now I'm wondering if May is like, okay, I did the Bodvar experiment. I did 384 damage. Maybe I go back to the Stavoni. We're going to find out in just a little bit, I think. Probably a little bit longer than usual because Power is probably going to want to restart his stuff for whatever that was that happened mid-game.
He's having connection issues.
But we'll be getting to that game 5 pretty soon because it's a 2-2 game state right now. And now we're going to the stage striking. Here we go. Probably back onto Apocalypse.
I see an Orion, which is not too surprising to see, but it's a Queen Nai for May to close out game number 5.
4-speed Queen Nai too. Had an opportunity
to go 2-speed.
To go 2-speed and be like, this is how broken dash landing is, guys. And your movement in the air is still really slow.
I mean, it's already pretty low. She's coming in as the lowest movement speed character in the game. I think most people, especially if you're not a Queen Nai like diehard, are going to go into the 4-speed.
Yes. It is pretty rough having anything less. And May going up to the top of the stage, splitting alongside Power, misses the neutral signature and gets hit on the way back to the stage. Neuz relatively unscathed. Let's see what he can do. One side air, puts May off to the side. Will he go to save his teammate? Nah, Sidelight stares in the other direction and then tries to interrupt that attack, but Neuz a little too slippery.
May getting knocked around, but yeah, Neuz is really just weaving in there and getting hits onto both red team members. Slide charge off the soft platform, goes over the wall, but unfortunately doesn't land on the Neuz. Qatar's coming out from May. Great damage put out onto Power, but Neuz took down Neuz.
Oh, and that falling ground pound from Neuz will be even more damage there. May barely surviving. The defense from Queen Nai coming in fantastically. Recovery comes through. Power's down to 1 stock, dude. What the heck? That down air just knocked out May's first. It's a polar opposite to what happened with the Bodvar pick.
Yeah, they are kind of just obliterating Power right now. There's a 4 stocks on each team, but the spread is so much worse for the red team.
Sair, neutral sig, side sig. You know what? May just needed her own crazy Orion signature hit, right? That's what needed to happen here. Falling Cider almost punishes Power there, and Power is just, I mean, Power might go down before Neuz loses the stock. Yeah, that is literally just what happened. Neuz goes in for the save. Can Neuz get the edge guard here? I know they're looking for it.
Neuz doing everything possible to try to keep Power alive, but the Sair connects, and Neuz with 3 stocks to the name, down to 2, has to 1v2 this blue team.
Okay. Let's see what Neuz can do. This is tournament stock for Neuz. No second chances here. Neuz
is that 2 stocks?
Oh yeah, tournament match point. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Where it's like if Neuz loses this 2v1, that's it. So let's see. May's damaged enough. Sarah comes through, and this is where he's going to have to get a nice little combo. Sarah Nair, recovery off the top. You're kidding me.
He just did exactly what he needed.
Neuz has a lead now.
May, and now Neuz in the 1v1 against Neuz. It's a good lead,
That's
too.
crazy. One strong hit, and Neuz wins this match and gets to the top 4. I can't believe it. All right, Neuz, what do you got? May just went down super early trying to escape into the sky. Dares are coming through. Neuz is only hitting Nairs, and that's like the one spear move that won't knock out right now, so Neuz doing a good job. It had to be Neuz and Use. Had to be.
Of course. Yo, sidelight Sarah. That lead that Neuz, or that Neuz had mitigated.
He like jump ropes between the down sig, I swear.
Oh.
Okay, and that's Neuz with this deficit now. What was a deficit in the 1v1 matchup, taking the lead. Neuz has got to get like a D-light recovery. I don't even know if you want to risk that. Just get a weapon. Axe picked up, down light will just knock out on its own, and this is as close of a game 5 as you can get in 2s.
Fresh
as close
stocks,
as possible.
Final stocks, Neuz and Use. 1v1, but Use has the weapon advantage. Neuz waiting for a weapon spawn. You can see him poking forward a little bit. There's the weapon spawn.
Spear is primed for both players now, so if Use loses this axe, a spear is going to be coming up next. Neuz gets hit by one neutral light. A Sarah weapon throw and a neutral light have hit so far from Use. Nothing more. Switches back over to the spear, and now Neuz is waiting for that lance spawn to come through. Recovery into dive kick. Okay, this is a very tense one-on-one where they're like, okay, I'm only going to hit with one move and get the heck out of there.
Yeah, they're both wanting to go for their safest options. They're playing like their last stock's red, but they're currently both last stocks.
Their last stock's game
yellowish.
5 for 5th. It's a pretty big deal. Oh, dashing forward, goes in for the nair, down like connects, Use hits 2 nairs. That's a lot of damage.
Okay, neutral light. Neuz finding some response.
Oh, and Neuz goes to the sky. Use is so good with those anti-airs and downlight of all things. Catching him on the edge of the platform there. Use gets to the... Okay, side air, edge guard opportunity. Sweats to the bottom of the stage. Nair lands right into the neutral light, and Use has got the lead.
Neuz does land down. Down light, side air.
Nice pickup off that weapon spawn, too. Falling side air does not work out, though, and a recovery misses. Use gets hit by the side light, waits out the dodge. Nothing afterwards. I think Use lands one Sarah, and that's the win.
Depending on where.
Oh, but their recovery comes through, and now it's a single-hit game for both players. Who gets their combo starter?
I mean, Neuz has all the weapons.
Recovery to catch a jump. He tries it. It misses. Silent comes through. Silent recovery gets it, and Neuz just barely doesn't win.
Not enough.
I can't believe the weapons throw. Dodge narrowly. Gravity cancels Silent. Unarmed recovery. Not going to knock out because it's beneath the stage. Neuz has one more chance. Sarah sends Neuz off the left side of the stage. Tries to get recovery, and Neuz now has to get back on stage.
No downlight.
Sarah hits.
With the Sarah is going to clutch it out. And Neuz and May are going into the top 4 over Power and Use.
823 damage versus 712 damage between Neuz and Use. That actually was just like a 1.5 versus 1.5. Like both sides just did not have a teammate that game. That's crazy.
You're like, they both got little brothered.
Dude, I'm telling you. What did Sparky say? It was like the Mad Catz controller?
Yeah.
What's a? It's the Wii Nunchuck. That's what was happening there, I feel like. That is rough because, I mean,